This is the Bren. It is a light machine gun and can be carried by one man anywhere in the field. In movement, it is fired and maintained in action by one man, provided ammunition is at hand. When employing automatic fire, as here, it is best to fire it in bursts of 4 or 5 rounds. The necessary volume of fire is thereby produced, accuracy can be maintained, and excessive expenditure of ammunition is avoided. The normal rate of fire is about a magazine a minute, and it is important to remember that there are only 24 magazines in the section. It is an easy matter to change magazines, as you see here. Here is the type of target calling for automatic fire. It is important to get observation of one's fire, and the best observation of all is to see the enemy crumple at the knee. Notice that there is almost complete absence of recoil or shock to the firer. Stoppages are very rare, and they are easily and quickly remedied. The gun can also fire single rounds. This is effected by means of a simple lever. Ammunition supply will always be a vital concern, and where single round fire will suffice, such should be used. If necessary, up to 30 well-aimed shots a minute can be fired. They should be fired at irregular intervals to conceal the presence of an automatic weapon. Here is the type of target calling for single rounds. The commander must decide what type of fire is called for by the target that is presented. Here you see the gun being fired from a trench. It is being fired from the bipod. Rapid fire is being employed. This is 4 magazines a minute. Such fire should only be used in an emergency or under ideal conditions to get surprise effect. Here the gun is being fired from a trench, but the bipod legs are folded and the gun is rested near the point of the legs. Notice the ease with which the gunner can traverse. He can engage targets quickly in different directions. In defense, each gun has its own tripod, giving increased stability and enabling the gun to be fired on a fixed line. In defense also, the gunner has an assistant to help him. One of the most important features of the light machine gun is its ability to engage low-flying aircraft. The tripod is easily adaptable into an anti-aircraft mounting. A trained man can erect it in about 1 minute. Sights are set at 500 yards for anti-aircraft. When engaging aircraft, fire will be in a long continuous burst and tracer ammunition will be used. This is one of the trucks of the light machine gun platoon. The gun is mounted on the motley mounting in the centre of the truck. Notice the bag attached to the gun to collect the empty cases. It is an easy matter to bring the gun into action, as you see here. When mounted in the centre of the truck, as in this case, the motley mounting gives the gun an all-round traverse. Here you see the gun at night, mounted on the tripod, being traversed in bursts, having been laid in daylight on the wire obstacle by means of the elevating gear. The effect is that bursts of fire are poured into the wire obstacle in front, the bursts being traversed irregularly along it. Adjustable stops on the tripod fix the limits of the required traverse. With the light machine gun, a fixed line is normally laid at a range of about 600 yards. Here you see the fire from a flank, and it is most important for you to realize how flat the trajectories of the bullets are. Nowhere do they rise more than about 4 feet above the ground. It is important to realize this, for when you fire on a fixed line, it is not merely the piece of ground where the bullets are striking that is impassable to the enemy, but the whole distance from the gun muzzle to the far end of the area where the shots strike the ground. You can also see clearly here how bullets ricochet or rebound after striking a hard surface. The piston group. The barrel group. The butt group. The body with the bipod. As you see, it is very easy to strip. It is equally simple to assemble it. When assembly is complete, always cock the gun and press the trigger to ensure the working parts are functioning correctly. Remember also to close the ejection opening cover. Cock the gun, press the trigger. With the nose of a bullet, push out the body locking pin. Hold the backside drum, slide the butt back. Hold the return spring rod to the left, cock the gun. Draw out the piston and breech block. Lift off the breech block. Remove the extractor stay and spring. Lift out the extractor. The piston head. The piston rings. The guide rib. The piston post. The bent. The ejection slot. The feed piece. The firing pin. The extractor. The extractor, stay and spring. Place in the extractor, the extractor stay and spring. Place the breech block on the piston. Hold the return spring rod to the left, replace the piston and breech block. Slide the butt forward. Press in the body locking pin. Cock the gun and press the trigger. Close the ejection opening cover. Cock the gun, press the trigger. Turn the gun to the right. Raise the carrying handle. Disengage the barrel nut catch, rotate it. Push the barrel forward and remove it. Push the retainer pin flush with the regulator. Using the combination tool, turn the gas regulator. Remove it. The foresight protectors. The gas block. The zero mark. The carrying handle. The barrel locking threads. The gas regulator. The gas ports. The retainer pin. Replace the gas regulator. Turn it with the combination tool so that number 3 hole, the third largest hole, which is the normal setting, is against the zero mark. Push out the retainer pin. With the carrying handle up, replace the barrel. Lock the barrel nut catch. Lower the carrying handle. Cock the gun. Press the trigger. Close the ejection opening cover. Cock the gun. Press the trigger. Push out the body locking pin. Disengage the barrel nut catch and rotate it. Hold the backside drum, slide the butt off. The mounting pin. The mounting pin handle. The ejection opening cover. The return spring rod. The piston buffer. The slot for the body locking pin. The butt strap. The butt handle. Hold the backside drum with the left hand and slide the butt forward. Push in the body locking pin. Lock the barrel nut catch, cock the gun, press the trigger, close the ejection opening cover. Press down the retainer plunger and withdraw the barrel nut. Turn the body to the left, withdraw it from the bipod sleeve. The fouling holes, the gas shield, the gas cylinder, the gas escape holes, the recess for the barrel nut, the ejector, the barrel nut catch, the barrel locking threads, the safety lug, the bipod sleeve, the upper leg, the lower leg, the shoe. Replace the bipod, turn the body to the right. Position the barrel nut and tap it home. The firer's actions are the same as when he was acting alone. The assistant will examine the spare barrel, seeing that the foresight is undamaged, checking the setting of the gas regulator. He will then examine the magazines, which he carries in a set of utility pouches, to see they are properly filled. The assistant reports to the firer that the magazines and the spare barrel are correct. The firer reports gun ready. On the command action, the assistant goes forward with the firer, lies down on the left of the gun, takes a magazine from the utility pouch, and puts it on the gun when ordered. Number 1 section, 400, bridge, right end, 5 bursts. When the firer has got his aim, he says on, and the assistant places his hand over his back. Fire. The assistant tells the firer to fire and does not tap him. Stop. Here the assistant can help by changing magazines, if so ordered by the firer. Same range, same target, go on. Cease firing. The assistant receives the magazine from the firer, replaces it in the utility pouch, and goes back to the cease firing position with the firer. When the assistant puts the 10th magazine on the gun, he calls out 10th magazine, barrel. This is to remind the firer it is time to make the change. He once more checks the spare barrel. As soon as the 10th magazine is empty, the firer cocks the gun, removes the magazine, closes the magazine opening cover and says barrel. The assistant changes the barrel. The firer opens the magazine opening cover, a magazine is put on and firing continues. Watch it again. 10th magazine, barrel. The assistant rechecks the gas regulator. The magazine is empty. Cock the gun. Remove the magazine. Close the magazine opening cover. Say barrel. The assistant changes the barrel. Open the magazine opening cover. A full magazine is put on and firing continues. A well-trained man should be able to do it in 12 seconds. The gun stops. Cock the gun. Remove the magazine. Press the trigger. Look at the magazine. If the rounds are correctly positioned and it is reasonably full, put the same one on again. Cock the gun. Re-aim and fire. If the magazine was nearly empty or the rounds incorrectly positioned, it would have been changed. Watch once more. The gun stops. Cock the gun. Remove the magazine. Press the trigger. Examine the magazine. If it is all right, replace it. Cock the gun, re-aim and fire. This is how it should be done. He performs the actions you have just seen. Cock the gun. Remove the magazine. Press the trigger. Cock the gun. Lower the butt to the ground. Take the combination tool from the wallet. Disconnect the barrel. Turn the gas regulator to the next largest hole. Replace the barrel. Put the magazine on, re-aim and fire. Watch once more. The gun stops. He performs immediate action. The gun fires 1 or 2 rounds and stops again. Cock the gun. Remove the magazine. Press the trigger. Cock the gun. Lower the butt to the ground. Take the combination tool from the wallet. Disconnect the barrel. Turn the gas regulator to the next largest hole. Replace the barrel. Put the magazine on. Re-aim and fire. This is how it should be done. The gun stops. He performs immediate action. The gun will not fire. Cock the gun. Remove the magazine. Look to see if there is an obstruction in the body or the chamber, such as a jammed round or an empty case. If so, remove it. If not, take the clearing plug from the wallet. Insert it into the chamber. Press the trigger, cock the gun, out comes the clearing plug with a separation on it. Put the magazine on, re-aim and fire. Watch once more. The gun stops. He performs immediate action. The gun will not fire. Cock the gun. Remove the magazine. See if there is an obstruction in the body or the chamber. If so, remove it. If not, take the clearing plug from the wallet. Insert it into the chamber, press the trigger, cock the gun, out comes the clearing plug, replace the magazine, re-aim and fire. Here is the clearing plug with the separation on it. Unscrew the head, remove the stem from the plunger, take the separation off. This can be done at the first available opportunity. Then assemble the clearing plug. This stoppage very rarely occurs.